Oh, if you bought Lehman and Bear Stearns, of course, those companies bankrupted. There was all sorts of them, Washington Mutual or whatever. There were all these companies that went under, and these were well-known big blue chip stocks. General Motors went through a bankruptcy. That was the largest automaker in the world, and it wiped out every shareholder. So believe you me, you can't just hang your hat on that familiarity. There has to be more to it than that. Just understand people tend to favor companies and within their country, within their states, things that they're familiar with. If they have a famous name, they expect a return to the glory years, or if they have gone through some sort of crisis, a lot of times people will stay pessimistic even when the crisis is well behind them. I would think about Apple, for example. Apple seems obvious now. Well, Steve Jobs was kicked out of Apple, and Apple almost went bankrupt. Microsoft basically bailed them out. Well, if you stayed with that bias that Apple was bad and it kind of was a bad company, could never figure it out, well, it's now the biggest company in the world, right? So things can change, and they can change in a big way. What once was great doesn't have to stay that way, and what once was poorly run can be fantastic. So